Here Comes Tagalong by Ann Mallett, illustrated by Stephen Kellogg. Steve was 5 years old. He had a father, a mother, a big brother, and a little brother, and a new house to live in a new neighborhood. When they first moved in, his mother allowed him to go 3 houses from home on one side, 3 houses from home on the other side, but no farther. "I always want to be able to see where you are," she said. There were lots of big boys close by, but he never saw any little boys his size in any of these houses. So he used to tag along after his big brother and his brother's friends. They didn't mind because Steve was a good kid and didn't get in their way. But they didn't call him Steve. They just called him Tagalong. When they watched TV, they let him watch too. When they played checkers, they let him play one game. Unfortunately, he lost. When they played ball, they put him in back of the outfield and let him chase the balls no one else was able to catch. When it was his turn at bat, they decided not to play ball anymore. They decided to build a treehouse. They let him hand the hammer and nails and the boards up to them, but then he had to stay on the ground and watch them. He was too little to reach the first branch. Later, when they built a kite, they let him run into the house to get the paper. "Watch out, you're tearing it," his brother yelled. Steve got all tangled up in the string. "That's not the way you make a tail," the big boy said scornfully. When it was time to fly the kite, the boys decided to take it to a big field 3 blocks away where there was lots of room. "You can't come," they said. "You're too little." And they went off and left him all alone. That was the day his mother told him he could go all the way around the block if he would promise not to cross the street. When he got part way around the block, he saw a little boy just his size. 2 houses farther on, there was another boy his size. 4 houses farther on, there were 2 more little boys just his size. They kept walking together around the block until they came to Steve's house. Steve showed them the treehouse. Someday soon they would be big enough to climb up and play in it. Then they had a ball game. They all had a chance at bat and a chance to pitch. They made a kite. Now he knew the right way to make a tail, and when he got a little tangled up in the string, his friends didn't care. There was a nice wind blowing. When they went into the house, they played checkers, and Steve won one of the games. When they all sat down and watched TV, they let Steve's little brother watch with them because he was a good kid and didn't get in their way. After that, Steve's little brother had a new name. Whenever they saw him, Steve and his friends said, "Here comes Tagalong." The end.